I have some passion about your latte art
Okay.
because you're latte art champion.
Champion, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
I'm
So-
out of practice then.
Yeah. So I was competing latte art competition as well, and I saw past like 5 years the latte art technique, the pouring technique has been changing
Quite a bit.
quite a bit, and it used to be just free pour,
Mhm.
fine line free pour. That was all about latte art. Then it is moving to more drawing skills.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how do you learn about those new skills? Because I know you're pretty good on those
Right.
drawing latte art.
So for latte art, I've always been really big on watching videos, and in Canada, there's no one to ask.
Yeah.
There's literally no one to ask, and like in the other countries, Korea, Thailand, yeah, they have like very good champions that are willing to share.
And there's workshop.
Yeah, they're so good. A lot of it was just trial and error, and just steaming milk. It's actually how I learned latte art. Was just
Trying.
trial and error. Because back in 2015, like there was nothing on YouTube, there's nothing on Instagram. It was just people pouring, and now there's like infinite steaming videos, and like how to steam, how to split milk, right? But for drawing, it's similar, very similar to like swans, rosettas. It's just a different direction, right?
When you pour.
Yeah. So like you know when you drag for a swan,
Yeah.
you're basically dragging them the whole time, but slow, and then you don't really draw shapes. You're drawing lines, but you're using like the flow to curve your design. Yeah, it's hard to explain, but so I think like my most successful pour is the swirl,
Yeah.
and the swirl is basically a swan.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Like the tail, obviously, wiggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like a reverse because you do the. No, it is exactly like this one. You draw like a wing, but it's the tail, and then for the body, it's just a tulip.
Yeah.
And then the head is. I learned drawing the head the hard way. So I draw it as like a 6, so that you can get an eye without like poking with the stick.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
just
I just have to go
around
like
it,
really quick 6. Yeah, but it's really funny because I could never pour those big tulips that everyone loves pouring, and it is something to do with how you steam your milk.
Do you steam differently?
I've always had trouble steaming thin, so that's why I could never pour those big tulips. But I steam perfect for drawing swirls because it is a little bit thicker. But you kind of just, you don't incorporate the milk together as much because you want that top layer to be very light. Because you know when they're just dropping,
Yeah.
you want almost no liquid. It's all pretty much full. Yeah, but it has to be still liquidy. Yeah, but if you do pour like designs, I don't think you can pour like that doesn't transfer to tulips anymore. So like I can't pour either now, but like I've always wanted to pour those big tulips, and I've only been successful a handful of times. But drawing animals, like it's my milk somehow is perfect. Yeah. And then how much milk is in your pitcher is so much more important. Yeah. Like if you have even an extra 10, 20 grams, you won't be able to do the face or like whatever it is.
Because you have
Too much.
liquid.
Yeah. It's almost like the foam is too liquidy if you have 10 extra grams.
So it doesn't float. It just
Yeah. It goes all the way down.
yeah.
Yeah. So if you ever get really into drawing animals, I don't think you'll be able to go back. Because I can barely pour over them.
Yeah, because Rosetta you have to have
Pretty thin, right?
milk until the very
Yeah.
end, right?
Exactly.
So when you prep the milk, it's more milk. The amount of milk before you steam is really important. For
Yeah,
this.
Especially if you're not used to the machine.
Yeah.
You don't know how strong the steam on is, right?
Yeah.
So that is always a struggle. But if you weigh your milk, I think it's easier to get to your perfect milk. Yeah. Latte art's hard.
Yeah,
Latte art is so hard.
It's hard. Like, even you need to look the thickness based on your design.
Right.
Yeah, like some design requires thinner.
Yeah.
And is latte art the steam milk for the drawing should be slightly thicker than fine line?
I think so. Also, your pitcher.
Yeah.
I always like bigger pitchers.
Oh, using bigger pitcher for
Yeah, bigger the better, because you can get more angle. Right, if you have this amount of milk in a small, it's already when you pour this a little bit, it's already gonna come out. If you have a huge pitcher, it's like you can tilt all the way.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go more flat.
So I always try to use the same pitcher, so I know the weight, I know when milk will come out, and stuff like that. So I did take, I minused a couple points at Latte Art because I used my one pitcher because I knew that's the one I like pouring with. Because that one point that's like started with clean pitcher or whatever. Like I steamed in the big ones and I just poured into the one pitcher. Yeah, took the hit.
That's interesting. When pitcher is bigger, you can tilt more
Yeah.
for the final.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's easier to flop and foam on the.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to float, but you don't want it. You have to control it because you don't want it to spread. Yeah. So it's like a controlled drag float type deal.
Do you have any preference on the tip?
I like the round.
Round one is better.
Yeah. I think the pointy ones, they flow too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is better for classic Rosetta
Yeah.
and fine lines. Yeah.
But yeah, I have that one barista hustle pitcher.
Yeah.
Can't get another one now. It's like
Yeah. It's kind of strange that other manufacturers are not making that round tip.
Yeah. And then also like the handle is much bigger, right?
Yeah.
So it's hard to get another one. And that's why I just used the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wider feature. Are you using that 32 ounce pitcher for cappuccino size? No.
I think I have a 20 ounce.
30 ounce. Oh yeah. But yeah, 32 ounce is like
Yeah,
huge one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did try what's it called? Slow pour, like the angled pitcher.
I'm not really good at latte art. Improvements.
But like their pitchers aren't flat at the top. It's like angled. I guess like the fellow one.
Oh yeah, fellow.
That's like angled up. I really don't like those. They're good for like rosettas and like if you're getting big wavy designs, but I can't for like animals.
Mm.
I think it's because it's so pointy, or I'm just not used to it.
Yeah, I think because it is too sharp,
Yeah.
pointy.
But that goes back to like that one picture the only one I can use apparently. The one picture, yeah. If I lose that, I can't do anything.
You need to like, make your own
Yeah.
custom made.
There's a lot of those now.
And that's it.
Yeah.
In the future, are you still gonna compete
In all of them.
all of them, or are you specifically interested in certain?
Well, I kind of learned my lesson last season. I kind of ran out of time because they were so close together. Like 3 weeks is not enough.
Yeah.
3 weeks back to back is not enough. I don't think I would do latte art again because now that I'm not in the cafe, I have nowhere to practice.
Yeah.
Right, and I don't want to waste.
Yeah, it's
So
painful to.
It's painful. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like $2 a practice, so I don't think I do latte art anymore. But I think I want to focus on barista because that is the fun, most fun one for me. Yeah, and like brewers is also really interesting, but I think because I judged last year, I understand the other side of it, and it is really fun. It's not super stress-free, but it's just no practice.
Yeah, it is more just focused on one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I think I was more stressed as a judge than on stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, because I know what it's like on the other side, right? It's like, oh my God, I have to pay attention. I can't miss anything. I'm writing everything down. But I think as a judge, it was more fun because I learned more, right? Yeah.
So, barista experience.
Barista for sure.
How about coffee experience?
I think depending on how I do, my interest kind of depends on it. Because like, I only want to do it if I can get something out of it. Other than like, I don't really care about it. It's just, am I learning? Am I like, growing?
Yeah.
Right? And if I can't get anything out, I don't think I would do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's really good point.
Yeah. Because like every year, just like, oh my God, I didn't think about this. Why have I been making coffee this way the whole time? Right? Yeah.
Is there any? Can you give like some hint to what you are interested in coffee making these days? Like, is there any like?
I've been working on brewing really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because in Coffee and Good Spirits, you have 10 minutes. You have to brew. You have to brew, but you have to serve 4 drinks. But you also need to brew very quickly because it is like a bar setting. And if you order a cocktail and you wait 10 minutes, you kind of look, why? I don't want to drink more. Right? Like that speed of service is so much more important. So I've been trying to brew really quickly, but still a good cup. Right? Yeah. So far, pretty good results.
Pretty good result.
Coming for brewers. But yeah, I've just been grinding super fine,
Yeah.
and then just hammer down the middle. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine how.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should try it.
Try it. I'll give you the recipe.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. In the future, like when we work in the cafe together,
Yeah.
maybe we can bring up some interesting recipe.
Yeah. The new brewing recipe.
Yeah, new brewing recipe. Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of my experiments have just been like somehow related to speed of service. Because like I know when I go into a cafe and I wait, even I know how it feels, but I wait 5 minutes. I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
What's happening, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff I've been doing is how can I make this good, but also fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This really important. We can make good coffee faster.
Yeah.
So easy.
Somehow.
Somehow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any other like in coffee? Is there any other project you want to do or plan to do in your future career?
I don't
Doesn't
have
have to
any
be.
big plans right now. I've just been focusing on practice. I've just kind of been stuck in this practice loop for worlds. Is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen?
Yeah.
But I just want to be prepared.
Yeah.
So I've just been like doing a little bit of that every other week. But big coffee projects, I think. So one of the biggest frustrations was like I never get to share my drinks. Like it's always the judges taste it great, and then I have a kilo and I drink it.
Yeah.
I give some out, but no one really drinks my drink how I want it to drink, right? So I've just been trying to figure out ways to serve people my drinks, like let people drink the coffee I want to serve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much all baristas in their dream. They have their unique thoughts on their drink.
Yeah.
Like even the story of how to build this drink and how they want customers to consume it. But in classic this format, we cannot. So we have 5 minutes left.
Okay.
So it's time to close out. So it's been an hour conversation. Almost it's an hour.
Cool.
More, yeah.
Yeah.
Felt fast.
Yeah. Is there any your last input or you want to bring?
Not really. Like, pretty good.
Any suggestion in the future?
No, I think your questions are really like good.
Yeah.
Because I've never I've done 2 interviews about like winning, and no one's ever asked me like, how do you like your coffee?
Yeah.
No one's ever asked me like, how did you make this?
Yeah.
Just like it wasn't easy. Right?
Yeah.
But like your questions, like you know what it's like, so your questions are like perfect, basically.
Great.
Yeah.
Feel happy that you're interested in.
Because usually the interviewer is like not like they're not a competitor. They're not.
Yeah.
They're just not really. They don't know what it's like to be the barista. They're more of like that other side. So your questions are like they come from a better angle.
From baristas'
Yeah.
point perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So we are preparing some collaboration. So I'm very excited to do it. Yeah, and I'm very excited to working with you on the bar.
It'll be fun.
And it'll be fun. And just building up that project, just preparing the period will be super interesting. For sure. Thanks for taking our offer.
Yeah.
And in the future, like, you're the first guest for Inside Talk, but we will bring you again in the future, like maybe a year later, to talk about different topic and who knows? Our thoughts and perspective on topics are changing.
Yeah, I'm sure
Even my opinion is changing all the time.
I always tell, like, when someone asks me a coffee question, I'm just like, okay, but I'm gonna change my mind. So
Yeah,
don't.
I always do. Yeah. Like
Don't
my
write this
brewing
down.
recipe right now
Yeah.
is so different than maybe 2 years ago.
Exactly.
I was against this concept 2 years
Yeah.
ago, but I'm fully into this concept right now.
Yeah, because before it was go as coarse as you can. I'm trying to go as fine as I can now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm doing blending different coffees.
Yeah. Before no one would blend.
Yeah, no blend, and I just changed my coffee flavor comes from different chemical compounds. Why don't I just mix 2 different coffee and just
Yeah.
not bubbling up, but just
Right.
having 2 different characters in one cup
Yeah.
with just drying
Mm-hmm.
perfectly for each coffee. Then there's nothing we lose, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for future insight session. Yeah, yeah.
That's the blending episode.
yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Thanks for your time today. It was really
It was
good.
fun. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good.
Pretty much first time we talked for over an hour, sitting down and talking, not rushing
Right.
in prep room.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for your time, and I'm very happy you are doing this. Cool. Thank you.
Oh.